we're here with Mr. Jost Hopler, owner of Hopler Winery out of Austria, one of the most beautiful countries I've ever been to, with the most incredibly kind people. And then we've got Dini Chiosa. I could say the opposite of that in jest, but I love Dini as much as most jazz artists can be loved, probably. Oh, I didn't see you standing there, Dini. I didn't even know he was here. Anyway, we are very honored to have Jost and Dini here, and we've been working with your wines for a couple of years now, 6, 7, 8 years, but they're just delicious. And I'll tell you, very few times will my heart and mind be touched as much by a line of wine and what they stand for as the wines of Austria, and in particular the Hopler wines. And Dini, you haven't had a lot of experience with these wines. They're not very readily available. You've had Grüner Veltliners with me over the years, but really there's some reds that we have and some dessert wines that are just off the charts. Must have for your cellar, for your dinner table, for Thanksgiving, the holidays, as we get into those here pretty quickly.
Botrytis cinerea is a mold. This mold grows on the berries, penetrates through the skin. The water evaporates through the moldy mucin, and these shriveled up berries are then collected and pressed. And the juice is very concentrated. The penicillium mold, Botrytis, prevents it to ferment quickly. It's had to adapt to this medium. Therefore, it stops then on its own. It has this beautiful sweetness and richness, and it's a wonderful wine to be tasted in small quantities. Just a sip of it, keep it in the fridge for 3-4 months.
Pour it to the top, please.
Yeah, that is no problem.
I had to take the straws away from Dini earlier. He was going to suck the wine right out of it.
So this is made up of Chardonnay, and
in this case, it's this vintage we made it from Saibling, which is Scheurebe in Austria, or in Germany, and Chardonnay.
Right.
So the combination of the two. All other wines which we have are always single variety.
oh, I've never tasted anything quite like this. It is absolutely fantastic. So,
And if
I must
Dini
try.
can really appreciate anything, it would be these dessert wines. They come from shriveled up grapes. So they're just delicious.
they're great.
And the ice wine is the next one. It is made from grapes which are frozen, solid frozen, and then they're pressed off. So the ice, the water stays as ice in the skin, with the skin in the press, and the concentrated juice dribbles off the press, and that's then fermented.
Again, speaking of dribbling, you would really appreciate that too.
I've watched you do it enough.
Ice wine is absolutely delicious. Must have. Now these wines are all over $50, right at 50 plus. But the amount of time and the small amount of grapes that actually become available, it takes a lot to produce these wines. So Jost, thank you for being in Nashville. It's quite an honor to see you as always, my friend.
Thank you, Ed, for
Care very much
receiving me
about
again.
you.
So
And Dini, thanks for coming in, and you can go home now.
Okay,
I'll
thank you.
drink the rest of these wines.
All right, goodbye.